you see the discourse. I know you see all the narratives out there. Do you think Bronny will win over his haters with the way that he's been playing?
I think, not to more so make it about Bronny, I just think about when you talk about development, right? And when you talk about opportunity, the problem we got, I see Rashad make a lot of hating comments when he's on the show, but the problem that we got is most people don't understand, and this equates to the people out there in your life as well. When you get your opportunity, in most cases, you're underdeveloped, right? Think about it. When you get your opportunity, in most cases, you're underdeveloped. In the NBA, the issue is those opportunities don't come around multiple of times. So when you see a young man leaving college to go and play in the league, what he's betting is, I'm going to be ready when I get my opportunity, right? And in most cases, that's not the case. Now, then you talk about, well, I'm comparing a name of somebody to somebody who has been proven consistently for several years. And when you equate that with just the human psychology of, I'm doing bad, so I want you to do bad too. You put all that into the middle of the table and you get that negative energy, right? But now put your own children in that position, right? Take sports out of it. The opportunities in life don't come to you often. You have to be ready. Most people can't say, when a conversation came my way, I was actually ready to do things, because I take myself, for example. There was no opportunity for me. It was told to me there was no opportunity. My readiness came from the way I was able to think at that moment. So in that exact moment, you know what I said? I don't need a title. I don't need a position. I don't need a high salary. I'm gonna make something for myself, right? But most people would have been like, nah, I'm good, or I'm getting it already. I don't need that. You get what I'm saying? And so I put it, we represent a lot of guys in the league, whether they've been in the league 6, 7 years, or whether they've been in the league 6, 7 months. It always goes back to, are you prepared when your opportunity arises? And it may just come from a situation as simple as jogging to the scorer's table to go into the game. Not walking, like jogging, because I want to get in. Or a chase and run through. It don't have to be you scoring 30 points in the game. Just understanding that there's no garbage time in the NBA will get you your next opportunity. It ain't about, because for me, I recruit guys all the time. Most guys that score 30 in college, they don't really do anything in the NBA. It's the opposite, right? It's flipped. So, you can't never worry about what somebody has to say, because that's gonna be part of it. And obviously, you guys have a show to do, and there's an entertainment aspect to it. But you just gotta allow yourself to continue to put yourself in position to where the next opportunity is given. And Bronny's foundation of who he is as a human being is gonna continue to allow that.
Well, I'm the one that's saying let him be the 55th pick, right? Yeah. Let him be the 55th pick, let him grow, let him... I feel, I understand NBA minutes are NBA minutes, but he needs the reps, right?
In the G League, absolutely.
He needs more reps. So my thing is, so we talked about it the other day, and I was like, let him play his uninterrupted G League minutes, and then when their season is over, bring him up, right? Let him go on the road, let him get his bumps out, let him just play through mistakes. This is a plan for him, because we did the same thing with KJ. KJ went down there was a plan for you to let him get that, because his freshman year was interrupted at SC. It was interrupted because of health reasons, this, that, and the third. Trying to get your feet wet within the season, it's tough for a coach to implement
for
freshmen, for one.
Yeah, 100%.
So he's behind the 8 ball, so to speak, but he's in a good position now that you guys have put him in with the G League thing, just letting him play 40 minutes a night. You're going to get these minutes, you're going to get these shots, let him do that because it'll benefit him in the long run. We ain't saying he's going to be his daddy, no. But this time is crucial for him because he's still fragile in basketball, period. He's still fragile.
Yeah.
So, and I told Josiah, they always, every time he plays, every time he does something, everybody is quick to Bronny. I told him, no, we're not going to be a part of that.
Yeah.
We're gonna let him be the 55th pick, right?
Right, but that comes, we can't have it both ways, that comes with the territory as well.
But
that's part of it.
As us though, we gonna let him be that.
Well,
right?
you guys are experienced. You're talking about 3 guys that played in the league at a high level and produced in the league at a high level. But I feel you, because your son is not who you were as a basketball player.
Yeah, because my son is the 52nd pick.
And I watched you on the show just say you want him to have the opportunity. And I think it's for all. But one thing I think people get misconstrued about the G League, the original name of it was the D League.
D League, yes.
Which was simply for development.
Supposed to be.
Right. But the G League today...
That's what they told y'all.
Yeah.
That's what they told us.
The G League for today has a much better development criteria to it. And if you look at the draft, we've had pretty much everybody from the 3rd pick in the draft all the way to the last pick in the draft have some time in the G League. Teams are getting, and I represent DeJounte Murray, played a full season in the G League and was the starting point guard in the Western Conference Finals against the Warriors, right? That development. Corey Joseph played in the G League, right? Justin Edwards just got converted and a contract, but he played in the G League. I embrace the G League. Well, I tell teams all the time, yes, my guy will go to the G League. I want him to go to the G League, but paid as an NBA player, because there's a difference.
I'm with you. But them going to the G League it's what y'all have as a foundation, as a company, and the work that they didn't put in pre-draft and other things, that when they get to the G League, they have a foundation, because them people not down there developing them kids and getting them ready for the NBA.
Well, it also matters what team you're on.
Absolutely.
Going into the G League, because obviously I think all teams aren't created equal.
Yeah.
Right? We understand that. I think I've said this before. Yeah. The teams that I've been extreme supporters of, just because I think it gives you a little more years.
Absolutely.
Some teams is like going to Granny's house. Granny's house, you're gonna get that development, chores, discipline. You can't sleep till 2 o'clock, and not at Granny's house. You got to get up at 9. So it gives you those life, characteristics that you need to
be a pro.
Yeah, to be a pro and to be an adult, right? So I think that's important. But again, critique is part of our industry, no matter what your last name is. And again, I like to make it about all the young people, not just one. But again, everybody develop different. And when it clicks, right? When it clicks, it clicks. Sometimes it clicks in year 1. Sometimes it don't click till year 5. But the issue is, in year 5, when it clicks, because we see it all the time, it's like, damn, dude in TBT, he nice. Why he ain't in the pros? Because when he got his opportunity, he wasn't ready. So it just depends on, you need those things to intersect at the right time.
But I believe like them last minutes, like the other night, I feel like that helps him more than the G League. From a confidence perspective,
yeah, because you start to build. Anybody, again, that's why there's no such thing as garbage time, right? When you are at the end of a bench on an NBA team and you get those minutes and you produce in those minutes, whether you're up 30 or down 30, all you want is the validation from your teammates in the locker room. You feel good about that. And now, what y'all didn't have and what these young kids today do have is social media, right? You didn't have everybody hiding behind a name on social media making a comment. You might have had to deal with the ESPN shows or the Fox shows, but that was it. Now there's multiple opinions from I don't know how many different people, and you don't know how that affects a young man or a young woman for that matter. But when you do well and you seek that validation, you have to build on those moments. So I do agree with you, Nick, as it pertains to just seeing a 3 go down, now, scoring points. I get all that, and I like I say to my guys, we have several guys around the league, and I say to them, when you're a young player, don't sit at the end of the bench. Especially, the only way I'm sitting at the end of the bench is if I'm getting some nourishment. If I'm sitting next to Gil at the end of the bench, and he's showing me why this person should do this and why you shouldn't do that, great. Other than that, I have to be in the action. Because if I'm not getting in the game, then I at least got to pick up something during the game to help me in the event I do get an opportunity.
Yeah, people don't understand the end of the bench, since I was that player. It is a confidence booster, right? The D-League was in and I didn't want to go down there because those wasn't NBA players down there, right? Those are developmental players, right? My first bucket against Cleveland, right? Layup, right? That was important to me. You couldn't tell me shit in the locker room because you can't take that away from me. I'm in the history books, one layup. I remember we're down damn near 20 against the Hawks, and I was 2 for 10. Got a standing ovation for the effort I gave, right? Cheering my name. It wasn't about It wasn't about, the performance, it was about the effort, and the crowd appreciated that.
But do you guys know, right? You don't have to go. I don't know if people know that. If you have a guaranteed contract, not a two-way contract, if you have a guaranteed NBA contract, you don't have to go.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You don't have to go.
This is a suggestion.
They're asking you, and you can say, yes, I would allow myself to go. You don't have to go.
But do you think they go now because they get to play? Because, for the most part, we want to play.
Yeah, but you also don't, again, if they have a plan for you, you want to go through with that plan because what people don't understand is the NBA is such a fragile thing. Think about it. You've had guys that's played 20 plus years and never not started. That job has been taken for that long. There's not many jobs there. So when you're asked to do something that's a part of your development, you have to decide what type of employer or employee you want to be. You could be a
compliant?
A compliant or a non-compliant, which is why when they call you sometimes at the draft and they say, hey, Rich, if we take this kid, would you mind him going down to the G League? Hell no, I won't mind him going down. As a matter of fact, he needs to go. The problem is, it's the surrounding cast who's never been in our industry, don't know our business, and think just because they scored 30 at 24-hour fitness, that it should be easy. It ain't easy, right? And when you do, this is what I tell my guys, okay, you're a rookie. I don't care if you score 30 a night as a rookie. You know why I don't care about that? Because we can't do nothing about it. I need you to score 8, 12, 17. So by the end of your third year, and I'm sitting with your GM, now I'm talking about your progression every year. You progress, your the things you did right. You was on the first bus all year, voluntary, time you was there. What time did you leave the practice facility? 3:30. Yeah. What time did you get there? 8:30. What time practice start? 11:30. You get what I'm saying? These are the little details.
That's what people don't get it.
That people don't get. So I'm not the agent that fired me. Who cares? You're never gonna get the bullshit from me because I'm not a bullshitter. It ain't gonna happen. And y'all said y'all wanted to get paid by Klutch. I mean, which Klutch?
I don't know. You still owe me money.
So there's no pressure. You know what I'm saying?
You still owe me money from a
No. We're not gonna.
from a car game a long time ago.
Okay, we ain't gonna go. But what I'm saying is, we ain't gonna go there, Nick. But what I'm saying is, it's just like you don't. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get these young men in the game because they're not going to get a consistent opportunity. There's a draft every single year, bro.
It is. So you're around a lot of young players.